On the News 19 bookshelf this morning, Ruse. It's a memoir revealing the secrets of corporate espionage from Hollywood to Wall Street, all from the point of view of Robert Kerbeck, a former corporate spy. And he's joining us this morning to tell us all about the book and his experiences. Robert, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
So you're not the only one that can do a little spy work. We did a little bit of research over here, found out you used to be an aspiring actor. How did that come about?
Well, everybody knows acting is a difficult career, and of course, actors need survival jobs. Most actors become bartenders or waiters. Who stumbles into a career as a corporate spy? But that's what happened to me.
Okay, I got to know, how does that come about? And if you can't say, I get it. But along with that, what exactly is the corporate spy game?
Sure. Well, what would happen with me is I had a friend in New York City, and one day he said something about this new job he had gotten, and then he shut up right away, like he had been told, don't tell anybody about what you do, don't talk about this. And so I begged him. I said, come on, man, I'm broke. I need a job. And so he very reluctantly got me an interview, which turned into this crazy journey. What corporate spies do, I'm a big football fan. We have football season just started last week, college football. So you think about if you could get the playbook on your opponent a couple days before the big game, how valuable would that be? And that's what corporations are looking for. They want to know the plans, the strategies, what corporations are doing. Are they expanding? Are they contracting? Who their top people are so they can steal their people. They want to know any secrets, any information that they can glean that's going to help their bottom line.
One could argue Connor Stalions was a corporate spy for the Michigan Wolverines last year.
Exactly. It's exactly the same scenario.
Tell me the difference, exactly. Hey, so the producer of Inventing Anna actually called this book a story almost too good to be true with no shortage of wild stories. So what's a tale that might encourage readers to maybe go to their favorite bookstore and check one out?
This is Gerhard calling from the office in Frankfurt, Germany. We have the European Union regulators here, and we need some information from the States. So we would create all of these different characters. We would do accents. We would have all these crazy backstories to get people to tell us things that they should never in a million years tell us. And so that's kind of the zany story where you're seeing people that are actors, during the day. And I was working with, Paul Newman and George Clooney and O.J. Simpson, and some of those stories are in the book. But then at the same time, we were going out into the world, or we were using the telephone, using those same acting skills to get corporations to tell us things that were worth, forget about millions of dollars, sometimes tens of millions and even hundreds of millions of dollars.
So it sounds like the aspiring could probably be taken off of your biography if you're out there acting, doing doing these accents, trying to get this information.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that when people when people hear the accent, especially like Gerhardt, is one of my favorite characters, people start smiling, so when I would meet people, or if I was doing it over the phone, people would laugh. And what are people taught in the corporate environment at the workplace? Be a good teammate, right? Mm-hmm. Have good corporate culture. So when I'm asking these questions and I'm saying I'm in the off-site office, I'm over in Germany, what do people want to do? They want to help. Right. And so all of a sudden, and we get this, of course, in this world, we have hacking and we have phishing and we have scams all the time. And people are preying on the kindness of strangers to get that information.
Hey, Robert, so this book came out 2 years ago. What was the reception like? And has there been any backlash since? I got to imagine since you wrote this book, your cover's kind of blown. You probably can't go back to being a corporate spy anymore, right?
No more spying for me. Fortunately, Ruse is in development for a TV series, so hopefully your audience will get to see that soon. And I think that the thing that was most surprising to me was I write this book. It's an expose of corporate espionage. I cannot tell you how many corporations reached out to me and said, Robert, we read your book. We love your book. Can we hire you to spy for us? And I said, don't you know I've outed myself? My career is over. I can't be a spy anymore, but they didn't care. And that just shows you how cutthroat the corporate world is, that they're willing to do anything and everything to get a leg up. And that includes, somebody said to me the other day, do Do most corporations hire spies? I said, no. All corporations hire spies.
I'm so glad that there's a TV deal in the works because this sounds like something straight out of Hollywood. Hey, Robert, where can our viewers go to grab a copy? And if you're on social media or anything, how can they keep up with you?
Oh, thank you. You know, I always joke that if people are looking to pivot to a new career in corporate espionage, they can reach out to me from my website. It's my name, robertkerbeck.com. I respond to every inquiry, and I'll give you some tips. And you can also pick up a copy of my book from the website.
Fantastic. Robert Kerbeck, thanks again for being with us this morning.
Oh, what a pleasure. Thanks for having me.